Hi, my name is Niall Hilferty. I work for Stephensons solicitors as a graduate legal clerk. I'm originally from Belfast and moved to Manchester approximately 4 years ago. I actually came over originally to do my legal practice course. I had studied at Queen's University in Belfast and completed my law degree there. The reason I chose to come to Manchester, well, there were quite a number of reasons really. Manchester United for one, but also that Manchester, it has a history of being the second biggest legal centre outside of London. I didn't really want to live in London and have heard good things about Manchester. There's plenty to do, plenty of nightlife, a lot of culture too, and as I previously mentioned, Manchester United also. What attracted me to apply to Stephensons was the fact that they were a full service law firm. They offered services to both businesses and private clients over a very broad spectrum of legal fields. I actually work in the consumer department, which deals with a wide variety of civil litigation, whether it be professional negligence, to neighbour disputes or even contract disputes. In terms of the type of things that I have to do on a day-to-day basis, I support the solicitors and fee earners within the department, and there's a wide variety of tasks that I'm asked to do. In terms of specific tasks, it could be anything from writing letters to the client, to the opponent solicitors, the courts, to instructing barristers, preparing witness statements, sometimes even attending court. Another reason why I was attracted to Stephensons was the size of the firm. While not being so big as that you would just feel part of the numbers, I knew that it was spread across the northwest region. We have offices in Manchester, Bolton, Leigh, St Helens and Wigan. So there are several hundred people that work with the firm. But since I got here in 2008, I've never felt as an individual. I've always been made to feel important and part of the team, and that's something else that I consider to be very important when starting out your career. I'm based at one of the Leigh offices of Stephensons. I actually live in Manchester city centre and have done for a number of years. At first I wasn't really very sure of the surrounding areas in Manchester, but the longer I've lived here, the more and more I've got to know the area, particularly with work experience too. I've found that it's approximately 12 miles, so it isn't actually very far, and there are very good transport links, and going against the traffic in the mornings and also in the evenings helps the commute too, so it doesn't actually take very long. When I was looking for a job, coming to the end of the LPC course, which is the course that's required by all solicitors after your law degree, I found that the website lawcareers.net was particularly useful, not only just for jobs but also for information on the firms themselves. It opened my eyes to a lot of firms that I otherwise would not have actually heard of. But there's also a lot of information there about what people are looking for. There are interviews with HR managers and graduate recruiters, which I found very useful at that time. I think it's always important to try and get some work experience also. Whether paid or unpaid, paid preferably of course. Now, in terms of how you go about getting that, sometimes it can just be a case of contacting firms and making the inquiries, or even a firm local to you, turning up and having a chat with them. It can be important just making an introduction and having your face recognised or your name recognised whenever the letter comes in. Also, the Law Society website itself is very useful. You can enter a postcode and it'll tell you a list of all the firms within 10 or 20 miles.